Okay. All right.
It's episode 100, Drew.
It's episode 100. What is happening? We have an audience? What is this? Oh boy, it feels like I'm there.
It
Feels like I'm actually.
you're
Feels like we're actually a live studio audience. Boy, how long did that take you to set up?
there. Longer than you would think.
Oh well, buddy, I got a little fun treat for us tonight that took way more setup than I want to admit, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
We made it though. 100 whole episodes.
100 whole episodes.
Oh man.
Oh.
Be honest. Did you really think we were going to get to 100?
No, not at all. I mean, there was a little glimmer of hope, right? So, because I keep all the audio files, right? So, like every time before we record, I make a folder to put the audio files in, and I thought to myself, well, should I use 2 digits or 3 digits? Like, we're probably going to do more than 10.
Right.
But are we going to do 100? And today, so I've been like making like 098, 099, and today I made 100. Here we are.
Wow. Great.
Yep.
I just, looking back over the big old list of stuff that we've sort of talked about, like it's been eclectic, I think would be one way to say it. Eclectic.
I mean, the show's for us, right? We talk about what we want to talk about.
Yeah, and I don't know. Nobody has told us that we're completely stupid, but I think it's just because nobody tells us these things.
I think, there are people that like the show, and that's great. They have our sense of humor. It's the people that I think would hang out with us if we were, at a bar or something talking about these same things. So, yeah.
One question I did get from, I'm going to assume they're a listener, but I guess I probably shouldn't, is what do we classify as a season for our podcast? Do we do seasons?
I did put like when I first did the no, I don't think so. I think for like the first 50 episodes, I accidentally marked them all as season 1 in the Apple Podcast directory because I didn't know what I was doing. But I stopped that. I don't know. We're not seasons. We just do a show every week. Not everything needs a season.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I don't know. How many listeners are we up to now? Do we know?
I'll have to do some. It is tough to say because we definitely have a lot of listeners who are like 10 episodes behind or so. But if we do some quick back of the napkin numbers here, divided by 99. So if we assume that like everyone's listened to every episode and everyone's downloaded every episode one time, that puts us at 81 listeners. That's just back of the napkin math. But that's not true because not every episode has been downloaded that many times. There's a lot of people that do a trailing. I mean, yeah, we get it. I mean, we do okay. I think we do okay. I might be able to get more statistics if I gave Libsyn. Libsyn is who we host the podcast with. If I gave them more money, they might give me more stats, but I already give them enough. So,
yeah, I understand that. Okay, so here we are at episode 100, and kind of and we'll probably do that thing again at the end of the year where we sort of talk about things we liked this year. I don't want to spend time doing that right now, but one thing I would like to do is sort of plan for the future. Like, do you think we can get to 200?
If we can do 100, we can do 200.
Yeah, so what do we want to do? Like, what do we want to mix up for the next 100? I guess is where I'm thinking.
I don't know. What are you thinking, Drew?
I'm thinking like guest hosts.
Guests? Okay.
Like guests. Like if there's maybe there's weeks where neither of us are available, we can just get a guest in here, or we can invite people on the podcast that we find interesting. I don't know. I think that would be interesting, just because it might give us a break. It's kind of the lazy podcaster's way to not plan. Not that we do a ton of planning right now, but
no.
It's literally like, oh, I have an idea. Let me put that in the doc. Like that's literally the plan.
That's how it works.
That's how it works. Yeah,
and then usually we have like between 3 to 5 ideas, and then we roll with it.
Yeah, we talk about them until we get to 50 minutes, and then we cap. I said that's how the magic happens, folks.
There we go.
That's how the sausage works. Okay. Yeah, I want to think about things we can do for the next 100. And I think guest host, right? So let me make some notes here. So next 100 episodes, guests/guest hosts. Do we want to do like on location podcast?
So I was thinking we should probably do a podcast at some point where we're in the same room or in the same location together.
Oh, well, yeah. So same same location.
But that could be on location.
No, like on location, like we go somewhere and we just start talking.
I mean, I'd be okay. I mean, we have to do the Garland Hotel.
We do. We
have to do that.
Yeah, we do have to. We do have to go see what's going on at that hotel. Garland Hotel. Okay, that's another one. We never did follow up on the corn dogs.
No, we did not.
That's what we should do. That should be our next one. We should do a corn dog follow up where we record ourselves going eat corn dogs. Do you know anybody with video? Do you know anybody with video editing skills?
No, I don't.
All right, if you're a listener to this podcast and you're in the greater Columbus area or within driving distance of Ohio, got an idea for some video we could do for this. Hit me up on Twitter or whatever. I don't know, an email. So I want to do like a live. I want to do like a live podcast where we go and we actually eat the corn dogs and we record it as we're doing it. Because let me be clear, what we had at Roosters were not corn dogs. No, I've decided.
We had mini corn dogs.
But that wasn't the canonical corn dog, right? It didn't have a stick.
Right. It did not have a stick.
Yeah. You so lovingly posted pictures of the corn dogs that you ate today.
I had corn dogs for lunch today.
Now, did you make those?
Define make.
Well, like, were they at a frozen box and you heated them up?
Yes, they were in a frozen box, and I heated them up. But I heated them up in an air fryer, so I'm a very fancy Duchess.
Yeah. Okay. So you heated them up in an air fryer, so it probably did the thing.
Yeah, I did the thing.
Right. And you had 2 of them.
I did have 2 of them with
That's okay.
stadium mustard. Yep.
With stadium mustard.
It was lunch. One corn dog's not enough. You know, I'm a chubby fellow.
No. One corn dog is not enough even for a small child. Let's just be 100% real with ourselves. All right, what other ideas we want to throw out there? We're literally open to anything.
I don't. Another lot. I mean, we did the YouTube thing. That was
we did. The live podcast. I'd like to do that again. Like if we could get like 10 or 12 of our most trusted listeners, if we have that many, in a location and do like a live thing with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a live live podcast part 2. We'll put that in there. All right. So, all right, let's make the commitment right now that we're going to explore these options over the next 100 episodes and sort of see where it goes.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, anything else we want to talk about this subject while we continue to just plow ahead with our nonsense for the next 100 episodes?
No, I think we should just plow along with our nonsense for the next 100 episodes.
All right, well, okay, so be on the lookout for shenanigans coming in the next 100 episodes. Let's just
shenanigans.
All sorts of shenanigans, and boy, I got a doozy for us tonight, but we'll get there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. I have 2 updates that I want to brief our besties on real quick.
Okay.
The first is I am now 100% fully vaccinated.
Yay!
I don't know how I feel about this. Is this? Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna put this on the list. Paul's soundboard is now a thing. All right,
it's a one time only. I'm using it for today, and then it's gone.
Do you have that rap air horn? Can we do one of those?
I couldn't find a really good air horn.
I got one.
Okay,
I got one here.
Okay, all right.
We're doing it live. Hold on, I got one for you.
All right.
Where is that?
Hold on. I've got a really nice foghorn. You want to hear that?
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God! Is that our new spoiler sound?
It can be.
All right, let me see if I can share this with you. Yeah, I can share this with you on Skype. There you go.
Okay.
Drop that. So what are you using for this, by the way? Let's give this a plug.
I am using an app called Farrago. Farrago. It's by Rogue Amoeba. It's the same company that I do all of my sound stuff on my Mac with. It's good. It's you can make a soundboard. It's got a bunch of sounds. I found a bunch of sounds. I picked a bunch to have for the soundboard in case I needed them. And there we go. Yeah.
All right. I'm here for it. So,
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I just sent you the air horn, the rap air horn. You can use that. Hit me up with one of those whenever you get the chance. I don't know how easy it is to do that.
Where did you send that?
I put that in the chat of Skype.
Okay.
Yeah, let's figure that out.
Did you?
Do I have to hit enter? I might need to hit enter.
Okay.
Hang on.
You hit enter.
All right. Okay, there it goes.
Okay, it's an MP3. Hold on. I can get this.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Oh, bad format.
Nope. This is good. This is easy. All right. I have no idea what this is going to sound like. Here we go.
We hit a milestone tonight.
That's perfect. I want that one more time.
All right, yeah, we can throw that one in there from time to time.
Oh,
boy, we're taking this to a next level for episode 100 here. I'm having a good time. All right. All right. So 2 quick updates for me. First is I'm 100% fully vaccinated.
woo!
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So I went Tuesday to get my shot, and I know everybody's sort of experience with this has been a little bit different. I felt kind of assy later in the day. I had it done early in the day on Tuesday, and by the afternoon, I was feeling really tired. Later in the evening, I had some chills, didn't sleep super great. I really took it easy Wednesday. I had a couple meetings that I couldn't get out of, but I mostly cleared my calendar and took a sick day. And then I was feeling really good today, which today is Thursday. And I decided I was going to try to work out, and I worked out so hard that I got sick.
Ugh.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often. And I don't know if it's what was
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
It's okay. It's okay. It's not. It hasn't gotten old yet. Show art. By the way, show art for this episode. I think you should take a picture of the timeline in the doc. How it has like episode 100 at the top.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah. So I went. What I noticed was like I was yawning like uncontrollably after the workout, and I just had like this pounding headache. And I got home and I did a throwsy upsie. Made a big old whoopsie in the toilet. Yeah. But otherwise I feel pretty good. No other major side effects other than a sore arm, so we can call that one done. Did you register to win $1 million?
Of course I did.
Of course you did. All right. Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah. All right, so we're now 2 for 2 on vaccinations on this program.
Woo.
Yeah. Now, did your son get his yet?
He got his first dose on Saturday.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say. So it was. I knew that it was coming up after we recorded the last episode. I didn't know if it had done. How did he do?
His arm was sore for that afternoon. He got it in the morning, but otherwise he was fine. We actually got it at his pediatrician, and it was absolutely adorable because how they did it is, you kind of socially distanced, line through the front door. And there were nurses there to review all your stuff, and then you got the shot. And then they told you to go wait in your car for 15 minutes and honk your horn if you were having problems, because they had a doctor just sitting out there under a tree, just sitting outside listening for horns.
Okay.
And that was their process. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's pretty neat. I like that actually. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
No major side effects, right? So they made me wait in the Walgreens that I went, but I just bought some candy and left.
Right.
I didn't really hang around. I figured if I was going to have a shock incident, it was going to happen quicker than 15 minutes. I don't know. Yeah, okay, cool. Next thing. We have talked about podcasts that we've been listening to.
Mm-hmm.
And I was introduced to a podcast by bestie John Krebs.
Ooh, okay.
So the name of the podcast, and you may have heard of this, and if you're listening at home, I encourage you to go look this up right now. There'll be a link in the show notes. The name of the podcast is My Dad Wrote a Porno.
Okay.
All right. So it's a podcast where they read excerpts from a. Let me just describe the book to you. The name of the book that this person wrote is called Belinda Blinked. And Belinda Blumenthal gets exciting solicited sex regularly, so regularly in fact she makes big bonuses from it. Based in London, UK, Belinda works for Steele's Pots and Pans as their worldwide sales director. Sexually supported by Giselle and Bella, her head office colleagues. Belinda always gets the order when it comes down to the bare facts. The client base is large, so Belinda has the whole world to. Oh, there's naughty words in this description on Amazon.
Oh no.
Yeah. So anyway. This guy's name's Rocky. He wrote this book, and it is the worst book you can possibly imagine. Like, it's just, it's real bad. It's real bad. Belinda blinked. It wasn't a dream. The job interviewer had just asked her to remove her jacket and silk blouse. So begins Belinda Blink 1, Rocky Flintstone's now legendary erotic novel. And so began My Dad Wrote a Porno, the outrageously funny podcast begun by Rocky's son and two friends, and now adored by legions of fans, having been downloaded over 10 million times. So there have been 4 or 5 seasons of this particular podcast. I cannot recommend it enough. It is hilarious, and the book, the passages that they read, and so what they do is they read part of the book and then they sort of do like a live exposition of what they're reading.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very, very funny. And the cringe factor for the book is completely off the scale. You can listen to this on your favorite podcatcher. It's My Dad Wrote a Porno. I cannot recommend it enough to you. It's really, really funny. Go check it out.
I'm going to have to add that to Overcast after the show. Not that I need another podcast in my life, but I'll make. Well,
this one, you should try to get this one closer to the top of your list. If I'm being 100% honest with you.
But all the good shows, Drew. All the good shows.
Yeah, I know. I get it. But. Man,
all the good shows.
I get tossed 1,000,001 podcasts for all sorts of topics, but my God, this one is just off the friggin' charts, man. Off the charts. And it's just a very intimate reading of this very, very bad erotic novel, and it's very good. So anyway, go listen to that when you get a chance. You won't be disappointed. What do you got?
I also want to do a quick recommendation. This is for a television show. It's on HBO or HBO Max or whatever the hell you want to call it these days. And it's called The Nevers.
All right.
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to acknowledge the white elephant the large elephant in the room here. So the Nevers had a little bit of a production problem. Not only did they get hit by, COVID, they also got hit by the fact that the show creator, Josh Whedon, turned out to be a dirtbag.
I've heard that, in fact.
So, it's like he has like a show creator and an executive producer credits, but like they do not advertise the fact that Josh Whedon created the show, which I think like 5 years ago his name would have been all over this thing. I still like Buffy, but Josh Whedon's a dirtbag. We can all agree on that. So this show only has 6 episodes right now. They're kind of doing a mid-season break while they finish up the rest of the season. The gimmick is it takes place in Victorian London, right? So like before the turn of the century, like in the late 1800s. Basically, this supernatural event occurs that gives certain people, it's mostly women and kind of like minorities, basically powers. So you can imagine, kind of like superheroes in Victorian London. The writing is really good. The acting is great. I think the story is wonderful. and episode 6 introduces a twist that absolutely blew my mind. It was like even so fact that like in the first 10 minutes, I'm like, am I watching the right show? It's really good. I don't have much more to say about that except that I really, really like it. And if you're looking for something different and you have HBO, it's worth checking out.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, is this based on anything? Is it based on any comics or anything?
I don't think so. I think it just came out of the brain of Mr. Dirtbag Josh Whedon. And there it is. So he's no longer associated with the show, which I guess is why they had like the second stoppage. But hopefully the new showrunners continue to take it in a good direction, because it's one of those shows where like when I started watching it, I'd be sitting waiting until 9:00 to watch the show when it first came out, because I was that hooked. Like I wanted to watch it as soon as it dropped. Really good. Really good. I liked it. The Nevers. 6 episodes. HBO.
I don't have HBO Max anymore, so I don't think I can watch it. But I will.
I'm sure you could probably find it on the back of a truck.
Yeah, I probably could. All right. So for the remainder of this podcast, I've arranged a little exercise for us tonight. I'm actually going to record this.
Okay.
And we're gonna put this on our YouTube channel for everybody to yell at us, because I'm sure this is gonna cause some people to get upset with us.
Okay. All right.
So, what I have for us tonight, Paul, is I want to rank candies.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm
right.
I'm here for this.
So
I like candy.
Let me share my screen with you. All right.
Okay.
And we can see if we can figure this out. Okay.
Okay.
So, I'll lay down the ground rules here in a minute. How do I share my screen with you in Skype? You think I would know this?
There's a share screen button in the bottom.
There sure is.
Mm-hmm.
There sure friggin' is.
Yep.
I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but let's see if you can see it.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I can't take full credit for this idea. This is an idea that's been around for a while now. You see streamers doing this kind of thing. And now that I'm fully vaccinated and we hit 100 episodes and I just don't eat a lot of candy anymore, I was kind of cruising the aisles at Walgreens while I was supposed to be hanging out there, looking at all the different candies that I can't eat. But I wanted to get us together here, and this whole tier maker thing, it kind of works like this. It's an interactive website where there's all these different things that you can rank. You can even make your own here. The idea is that we're going to take these various candies that are on the screen here, and we're going to drag them into this tier, anywhere from F tier, which is garbage, all the way to S tier, which is like the highest tier. So it's basically S, A, B, C, D, F, right? So kind of like B and C are your middling tiers. F is hot garbage, and S is like reserved for the highest of the high best things. Now, I didn't have time to build my own list.
Okay.
What I did is I chose one of the kind of pre-existing lists in here that I thought was mostly inclusive of most of the candy that I think we can get pretty handily where we live.
Okay.
There's
a lot of good candy on here.
It's a lot of good candy on here, but the one candy that I don't see on here is Red Vines.
Okay.
Which is the superior liquor? Which is the superior licorice, right?
It is.
You made me a believer there. Yeah, I get.
Here's the problem, though, Drew. Like, I love all candy. Ooh, except for Almond Joys. Fuck those.
Yeah. See. Okay. So here we go. Right now, we're in a place here where we're gonna have to make some hard decisions. So here's the rules.
Now, do we have to come to consent? Okay, I'm gonna listen to the rules. Okay.
Yeah. So we have to come to consensus here. And I don't think we need to necessarily argue on these things. I think we can make cases for each one of these things. There's quite a few in here to rank, so we will work through them as we can. All right.
Okay. All right.
And we each get one override. Like if we can't agree, you could actually no. I'll give us each 3 overrides. There's quite a bit of candy in here.
3 vetoes. Okay, I like it.
3 vetoes.
Okay.
All right. So you're gonna get a veto if we can't come to an agreement, and you can't veto a veto. It's like, yep, this is where it's going.
Okay.
And that's what it's gonna be. Okay.
Okay.
So we have a list of candies here. Hopefully this is all being recorded correctly, and we will work through this. All right. So we're just going to go in alphabetical order here. Well, whatever order this is originally in, right?
It looks like
it's pretty close.
It's pretty close. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And some of these I think are essentially the same candy, which we'll get to that a little bit later. All right. So here we go, right? So 100 grand bar. Perfectly fine candy bar.
Perfectly fine candy bar.
It's got the rice crisp in it. I like that it comes in little 2 pieces. I don't necessarily go out of my way to eat it though.
I feel like this one sets the tone for the whole thing, because where we put this, you can compare everything to 100 grand bar. I mean, it's a B or a C.
I'm gonna probably say B or C.
Okay.
I don't know. It's perfectly fine.
It's perfectly fine.
It's a C. I think it's
C.
C.
We'll make it a C. Perfectly fine.
Right,
okay.
C.
Yeah.
All right. Now, moving right along. Three Musketeers. So again, if 100 grand is the baseline here, Three Musketeers is one of my favorite candy bars. I love how smooth it is. It's relatively easy to eat.
Wow. I think it's a garbage candy bar. Garbage.
Okay, but hold on. Here's I'm gonna hit you with some knowledge here, though, buddy.
Okay.
You know what makes Three Musketeers really great, though, is they freeze amazingly. Okay, all right, fine.
I'll give this one. I'll give this one to you. Whatever you want to put it. I would personally give it an F. It's a garbage candy bar. Garbage.
All right,
garbage candy bar. No, you know what? I'd give it a D. I give it a D.
All right, I was gonna give it a B or a C.
Okay,
so what do you say we split the difference here, and we'll go C.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
All right, now we're gonna skip this next one because the next one right after is the same thing. Airheads.
Right. I'm a very much a chewy candy kind of person. I like it more than chocolate. Though Airheads, they're good, but they're not great.
Yeah, they get a little waxy after a while.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing they have going for them, though, is can you say... Okay, yeah, I can. See, I was going to rate this a B or a C, but I think I'm going to drop it down to C, D category here because you know what flavor really turned me off to Airheads? Watermelon.
The watermelon.
Yeah, the watermelon flavor Airheads are really bad. I don't know. I'm thinking C or D here.
I mean, I just think there's 100 grand bar in front of me and some Airheads, I'm probably going to reach for the 100 grand bar.
Yeah,
so
fair.
D.
All right, D. Right? Airheads D. All right, Almond Joy, that's a hard F for me, dog.
I mean, I don't like coconut. It's gross.
Yeah.
Coconut should never be in candy at all. Blech.
Yeah, hard F. Hard F.
Okay.
All right. Fireball, which are the cinnamon, hot boys. Cinnamon hot boys.
I mean, so... if you get a bunch of candy and there happens to be one fireball in there, I'm like, ooh, a fireball. that's a rare treat. But I never think, I'm going to go buy a bunch of fireballs.
Yeah.
Right?
So I have a personal history with this candy.
Okay.
That'll make you understand my ranking here very quickly. So legend has it that when my mother was pregnant with both me and my brother, she craved these things and ate them constantly. To this day, I cannot eat a cinnamon candy. So this is an F for me.
Okay.
Unless you can convince me otherwise. Nope.
I'll eat Fireball. I won't eat an Almond Joy, but that's fine. It's
all right. Well, if you would eat it, I think that automatically classifies it to not be in the F category.
Okay.
All right, Baby Ruth, Snickers but worse. Changed my mind.
Oh, Snickers but better.
Ooh, okay. All right, sell me on it, buddy.
I don't know. It's just something good. It's got more nougat in it, and I think I like that. I mean, it's not A tier,
right?
But definitely it's equal to 100 Joy or maybe a little better.
Okay, all right.
100 grand, yeah.
Okay, so we currently have 2 chocolate bars sitting at C, and if you're telling me you would eat this over those, it's automatically a B, I think.
I would say B. Yeah, B. Okay, B.
All right. Skipping over to the next one because I don't know what that is. All right, here's an interesting one. Bit-O Honey.
There was a point in my life where I really, really liked these, and now I'd much rather eat almost anything else.
Yeah, they're not good, right?
They're not good. They're not good. They're not good. They're not great.
Okay, so I guess the question is: are these D or F?
I'd be okay with either one, depending on how you feel about them.
It's an F, buddy. I don't. Okay. Honey is good. A honey-based candy is not.
Okay.
All right, Blow Pops. I'm extremely fan of. I'm a big fan of Blow Pops. Right?
I love anything where you get a nice fruity flavor, and at the end you get gum.
Yeah, no, the gum goes bad fast.
It does.
Let's
It does.
be 100% clear.
I love it's A.
It's A.
It's A.
That's
It's
good
A.
A.
It's
All right,
A.
Butterfinger, my absolute favorite candy bar.
I love a Butterfinger. It is a great candy bar. I think that's going to be our first.
I think it's going to be S tier.
It's got to be our first S.
Yeah, it's got to be our first S tier, right? Because
Yeah.
that is a Cadillac of.
It's great. It's a great candy bar.
All right, skipping the next one because we're gonna segue right into the real meat of this here.
Okay.
Cadbury cream eggs.
I love these little fuckers.
There was a period of my life where these were a staple of the Easter baskets in my house. I've sort of cooled on them in recent years though. So I'm thinking A or B here.
I'm okay. I'd put them in A.
All right,
They're I love a Cadbury cream egg. They're great.
All right, and then the one superior Cadbury candy is next. The Cadbury mini eggs with the little hard shell.
So those are the ones where like they're the malted in the inside. Oh, those are these are phenomenal.
I don't think they're malted.
Okay.
No, those. I think you're thinking more like a Dum Dum or a Robin egg.
Okay, are these? So what is in the middle of these? Is it just chocolate or
solid chocolate? And they have like this crunchy exterior shell that's kind of flecked. They're the absolute best.
I disagree, but I'll give this one to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna use one of my veto powers and make this S because it's too good. It's too good, and I will not entertain anything else. All right, I can't tell what this next thing is.
That is a Milky Way caramel, I believe.
Okay, but we have but Milky Way's coming up. We're gonna skip that one.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna classify that as a regular Milky Way. All right, cherry sours. I've never had these.
D.
All right, D. I can't comment. I haven't had it.
Okay.
All right, now here we go. We're back to another candy bar here. Nestle Crunch.
No, thank you. I'd rather have something with a little bit more, anything besides crisp rice. Really.
Yeah, they're not great, right?
They're not great. Not great.
D. Think D. Yeah, D. All right, now this next one's an interesting one. Dots, the plastic candy.
Oh, okay. So if I have to, I will veto this. This is an S tier candy.
All right, you got it. I was gonna put it like B or C because I can like kind of mindlessly eat those, but they are pretty good. I just hate when they get like really stuck on your teeth.
I mean, I love sucking them off of my teeth when they get stuck. I mean, I know. I mean, I've been told I have a garbage taste in candy, and I think this is one of the cases. But man, I love Dots. They're so good. Oh.
All right, fine. S tier it is, man. You got it. All right. Now this next one, oh man, I'm really torn on this next one. Fun Dip.
My kids love it, but it's garbage candy. It's garbage candy.
I'll be honest with you. I don't use this as prescribed. I don't lick the stick and dip it. I eat the stick and then I dump all of the powder in my mouth to the point where I do like an accidental cinnamon challenge. Like it just all goes in my mouth.
I mean, at that point, it's like a pixie stick, right?
Yeah, I mean, it is. It is. I don't know. C or D.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
It's a lot. It's a lot of work for a candy. Yeah, D. It's a lot of work. All right. This next one's an interesting one. Dove, the chocolate for rich people.
We occasionally have this in the house, and as far as chocolate goes, it's pretty damn good.
I would say that I can't. So the picture that we have in the tier list here is Dove milk chocolate. I will say that I'm not a fan of Dove milk chocolate, but the dark chocolate they make is pretty good.
Yeah.
But again, if right now we got two candy bars sitting at C tier, right? I would never reach for a Dove over either of those.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I just don't think it's worth it.
Well, let's. I mean, let's put it in C tier. Let's put it in C tier.
All right, that's fine.
I think they're good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't take it over 100 grand or a Three Musketeers, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'd probably eat a Baby Ruth. All right, so sort of continuing that theme, right? Ghirardelli chocolate, which is supposedly really good chocolate. I can't say that I've ever eaten it directly.
I mean, it's good, but it's just slightly more expensive Hershey chocolate. Like,
yeah, I agree. But is it better? Is it better or worse than Dove?
The same. I mean, if you think it probably costs more, so that would probably drop it down to a D. simply because it's,
It is expensive. Yeah, well, I think that's a solid point. I think that's a solid D for me.
Yep.
All right, next one, Gobstoppers.
To me, gobstoppers are like fireballs. Like, oh, a gobstopper. I haven't had one of these in a while. Huh.
These make my teeth hurt.
There's sure a lot of gobstoppers left, and then you never finish the box. So maybe even below. I mean, it's not good. D or F.
See, I don't know. I think I'm going to disagree with you on this one. The thing about Gobstoppers is you could suck on them on a little while, and then because they're sort of a layered candy, when you bite into them, they sort of disintegrate into all the layers, and that's a good feeling for Daddy. I'm gonna say C or D here.
All right, do it.
I'm gonna put it in C.
Okay.
All right, now these next two are ones that I'm not familiar. I know what they are,
either.
but I haven't had them. So the first is Goobers, which
Goobers. Is that raisins?
Oh no, Goobers candy. Hold on, we got to Google this.
Is there raisins in this?
Milk chocolate, dry roasted peanuts. So they're chocolate covered peanuts. D.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of chocolate covered peanuts or raisins. Ugh.
All right, now the next one here are grape heads, which I think are the same as lemon heads except grape. I haven't had them.
I don't think I've had them.
All right, we're gonna leave this one out. We can't accurately rank it. But you know what? We haven't done that with Goob. We got to take Goobers off of that merit too, then, right?
But you've had chocolate covered peanuts before.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I have. I guess.
I guess it can stand in for chocolate covered peanuts. All
right, it'll stand in for chocolate covered peanuts,
which is a disappointing candy, really.
All right, now here we go. Now we're getting someplace here. Ready?
I love gummy bears. I love them.
Haribo Gold Bears.
And those are the best gummy bears there is. Yeah.
It's at least a B or an A.
A. Now, granted, if there's dots or gummy bears, I'm going for dots, but gummy bears are good.
Okay, yeah, this is why the tier list exists. We're establishing boundaries. All right. Heath bars.
Not a fan.
They're okay. They're just okay. I would probably firmly put these in a C or a D.
I would do D or F. So D?
D it is. All right, next up, your classic Hershey bar.
That's a solid B in my book.
Damn good piece of chocolate. Solid B.
Yeah.
I love my grandparents owned a drugstore, and I was like weaned on Hershey's chocolate bars because they would just bring those home. And I'm not talking about the little boys. I'm talking about the big slab, like the TV tray size, right? Like it was like big honking piece. And they broke into those little squares, but you didn't feel quite as bad about eating a whole bar. All right, now this next one I have strong feelings. And there's a couple other Hershey's in here. We're just going to kind of leave those out for now for the interest of time. All right, here we go. Hot tamales. I
like a chewy cinnamon candy.
Okay.
I do. Always have. Not ashamed of it. But it's not as good as gummy bears. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like cinnamon candy, period. So this is going to be a pretty low ranking for me, but we can average it out here. Where do you think?
Let's put it C. Let's put it in a nice C with Gobstoppers. Yeah.
All right. Now this. Okay. I don't know what that next one is. I think that's just a generic jawbreaker.
Yeah, it looks like a generic jawbreaker. I mean, to me, what's the difference between that and a Gobstopper?
Yeah, we don't need to rank that one.
Yeah.
All right. Now the next one though, classic Jolly Rancher.
That's a good quality B candy in my book.
Yeah, it's a solid B. Solid B. Not an
Solid
overachiever, just middle of the road, solid candy, adorning office desks everywhere.
Yep.
All right.
If there's a dish of Jolly Ranchers and I'm walking by it, I'm grabbing one.
I'm grabbing them. Right, exactly. All right, here we go. Junior Mints.
Well, I like chocolate and I like mint and I like them together. There is something about Junior Mints that are just kind of off-putting. Yes.
Yeah,
it's the texture.
They don't. Yeah, they messed it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
They messed it up. Like it's just like they have a sheen to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not. They're ungood.
I feel like I'm like accidentally eating backgammon pieces. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, is this actually? It's D or F. D or F.
Yeah, all right, we're gonna go D.
Good D.
Okay. All right, here we go. Now here we go. And I'm really curious where this one's gonna land. Kit Kats.
To me, that's a B or an A.
Yeah, that's an A for me, dog. I love a good Kit Kat. In fact,
Yep.
I know that there's different flavors of Kit Kats out there that are gaining popularity these days. Kit Kat will always get a high rating for me. It's definitely not an S tier, but Kit Kats are the way to go here. Now, the candy bar you only see in Halloween fan sizes these days, Crackle.
I mean, that's just a Crunch bar in a different wrapper. I mean,
that's somehow worse. That's an F.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Somehow worse. Okay. Now, Airheads did not fare well in our ranking so far. So how do you feel about Laffy Taffy?
I like Laffy Taffy.
Laffy Taffy's pretty good. They got some good flavors.
They got some good flavors, and
Classic cherry, classic grape.
it's got a good texture. You get a good amount in the. I think, it's sometimes the wrapper sticks to Laffy Taffy a little bit more than like an Airhead, but I'd much rather eat Laffy Taffy than an Airhead.
Yeah, 100%. So we know that this is going to rank above a D tier, but is it enough to get out of C and into B?
I could put it in B.
Yeah, okay,
How
I'm
do
with
you
you.
feel? Yeah, how do you?
Yeah,
feel?
I feel good about B. Now one of my personal favorite candies, lemon heads.
I like sour candy. Lemon heads are fine. I mean, they're not Sour Patch Kids. I mean, we'll get to that later.
Oh, we're getting there, buddy, and I already know where that's going. As a matter of fact, let's just get that out of the way right now.
The only thing bad about Sour Patch Kids, we put Sour Patch Kids in S. If you're just listening,
Yeah.
we just jumped and it went right in there.
we jumped line. We know.
The only bad thing about them is they are so good. You eat so much and you rip
your
holes
mouth
in-
hurts.
You rip holes in your mouth.
Well, do we want to factor in the harm this candy does to our mouth and or gut? Okay, all right.
No, it's
Yes,
all
it
about
is.
it's all about flavor. I mean, I would put lemon heads below Sour Patch, so I'd put them in the B, maybe A tier, depending on how you feel about them.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw
Okay.
that in an A. Not gonna use a veto because I heard you say A, but I'm gonna throw that in A.
They're good.
Lifesavers,
Meh.
perfectly average. I
Yeah,
do
they're
like
just-
them. I do like them.
Yeah. But when's the last time you thought to yourself, I should go out and buy a pack of Lifesavers?
But see, that's the thing. Much like the Jolly Rancher, I don't necessarily go out of my way to find Lifesavers, but I'm finding that I see a bowl on an office desk that have Lifesaver mints and sometimes, if you're lucky, the Lifesaver flavored rings. And I'll go ham on those. I love those friggin' things.
Okay.
I would say a B or a C. I mean, they're better. They're every bit as good as a Jolly Rancher, in my opinion.
Okay, that's fine. I won't argue.
All right. Next up, absolute classic, regular M&Ms. Uh-oh. Really?
They're for me. They're just fine. There's nothing special about a regular old M&M. They're
Okay.
just meh.
So okay. So we have other chocolate treats on this list.
Mm-hmm.
Are they as good as a Hershey bar?
No,
Are they as good as 100 Grand or Three Musketeers?
to me, no.
Okay. Are they better than a Crunch bar?
They are better than a Crunch bar.
Okay, so
I guess that puts them in, for me, a C. But if you want to rate them higher, go right ahead.
now I'm good with it. It's
Okay.
it's mindless chocolate.
Yeah, it is mindless chocolate.
However, peanut covered M&Ms.
Are worse. They're worse.
Oh, Paul,
They're worse.
my boy. Really?
In fact, I'm gonna veto this is an F tier candy. They are
Can't override
bad.
it.
They are
Ugh.
bad.
I
Bad.
I can't
Bad.
veto. I can't
Bad.
veto a veto, but I want to go on record as saying I strongly disagree with this.
Okay,
ranking.
okay,
I think,
okay.
No, it's done. It's done. No takesy backsies. Nope.
I'll give him a D. I'll give him a D.
You give them a D. All right, they're not as bad as a Crackle Bit 100 Almond Joy. Come on, man, that is the garbage tier.
I just don't think they're as good as regular M&Ms.
See,
No.
I definitely think that these two M&Ms are on different tiers. I just think we have them backwards.
Oh, no.
I think that peanut is better than regular.
No. In fact, anytime I go for M&Ms and they're peanuts, I'm always like, oh.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
sad.
All right. Moving right along.
To me,
then.
it's just a goober in a different package.
Oh man, no, it's so much better than Goobers. All right, Mike and Ike.
I enjoy Mike and Ike's.
Okay.
I know if they are not for everybody. To me, they're a C tier candy. I mean, they're not great. I'd rather have a Jolly Rancher or a Laffy Taffy, but they're good.
I would rather have Dots than Mike and Ike, and I feel like those are the same candy, except Mike and Ike's I think are a little easier to eat.
So that's why I like the Dots, because they're hard to eat. I don't know.
Yeah,
something
like
about the texture of Dots. I enjoy. I love them. I love them. Love them.
Mike and Ike, solid C tier. All right. This next one I'm curious on. Milk Duds.
I love Milk Duds.
I hate them.
I love them.
To me, hate is a strong word. I don't know.
To me, it's an A tier candy. to me, I would eat Dots over any of the other candies in A, but not quite with the S tier stuff.
Milk Duds have never clicked for me.
I love them. They're just so. So where would you put them when we can compromise?
Well, I don't like them at all. Like I would put these as a D, but if you're gonna rank them as high as an A, we can't put them in D. How do you feel about B or C? B, maybe?
That's fine. B. Let's put them in B.
Right,
B. I like Milk Duds. I like Milk Duds.
Milky Way.
I also like the Milky. So, do you prefer Milky Way or Snickers?
Oh, Milky Way, 100%.
Okay, same boat for me. Same boat. I enjoy a Milky Way.
Okay, so using the other chocolate bars as a benchmark here, are we better than a Hershey's bar?
I think so.
I think so too.
If there was a Milky Way and a Kit Kat, I'd have a really hard decision to make.
Yep, agree. I would definitely put Milky Way in the A tier. Mr. Goodbar.
What the fuck is that?
It's something with peanuts. It's garbage. F. I don't even know.
Get that out of here.
Even the logo offends me. Like it's just. All right, here we go. Nerds.
I like Nerds.
I like Nerds a lot. I've liked Nerds my entire life. I had them when I was a little tiny wee boy, and I loved them ever since.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. Especially if I'd be okay with either one. I mean, they're good. Like S. I mean,
yeah,
you gotta go. You gotta go S. They're just classic. They're just classic.
All right, now and later, Starburst somehow harder to eat.
They're fine. I mean, to me, I'd put them in the same category as Airheads.
Yeah, all right.
D's, a good solid D. I don't know.
There was a time in my life where I really liked them, but I don't like them anymore. Okay. One last go at M&Ms, because I think that these have enough of a cult following that we need to rank them. The peanut butter filled M&Ms.
I like those better than the peanut ones, for sure.
I do, yeah. But are we putting them on the same tier as regular, or are they better than regular?
To me, I think they're better, but I can make an argument for not as good.
No, I'm okay with that. I think that's the place to be with that. All right, Pez.
I mean, the novelty of Pez is the dispenser. The candy itself is
I
just
could give a
garbage.
Fuck about the dispensers. I love the candy.
You like the candy?
I love the candy, man. The strawberry ones just hit different.
Man, I just think they're just, to me, it's like Fun Dip, only worse. But I mean, you do you. You like Pez, you rank it. I'm gonna abstain.
It's a solid C candy for me.
Okay.
All right. We'll skip over this. Pop Rocks. Yeah, they're not worth it. They're not worth the pain that inflicts. All right, now this next one is an interesting one. Because I don't see these on shelves a lot, but I've eaten a lot of these growing up. Razzles.
Razzles are bad. I just think they are not good. Like, I'd much rather have a Sweet Tart or even a Smartie. Razzles are the ones that, like,
they turn into gum.
Yeah,
they turn into gum.
They don't taste. I don't think they taste good.
Yeah, they're okay. I would say C or D.
Okay.
Want to go D?
I'll let you take D. Yeah.
All right. Let's go D.
I think I'd put them in F, but if you kind of like them, we'll put them in D. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they get a stay of execution. Okay. All right. Red Hots.
No, I'm assuming by Red Hots they mean like a kind of harder shell.
Yeah. So
cinnamon candy.
Yeah. So Red Hots are a type of candy that is, again, cinnamon flavored. They're little tiny flecks so you can suck
Yeah.
on them and then give them a good little bite. I've gone on record. I've gone on record saying that I like cinnamon candy. So
Yeah, I mean, I'd much rather eat a hot tamale than a red hot. So I'd rather not eat a red hot at all, actually. So, like, we could put that. If you don't like it, you can put it in F.
We'll tank that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think we're coming up on a potential S tier next, and that's Reese's Pieces. Excuse me.
Okay.
Don't you dare! You dare!
Okay, they're good, but I don't think they're S tier. I'd much rather eat a Reese cup than a Reese Pieces any day.
Okay. Well, then agree. So can we say Reese's Pieces A, Reese's Cups S?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
yes,
absolutely. Argument there.
Okay. Absolutely. Okay.
I don't know what that next one is. I'm going to skip it. Rolos.
I love Rolos.
Love Rolos.
Love them.
Perfect,
so good.
Perfectly sized. The caramel's always gooey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. A or S?
S.
All right, S. Another S.
Tier.
Killing
S-tier.
it. Skittles. Another perennial favorite for me.
Skittles are good. They're good. I don't think they're S tier.
I don't think they're S tier.
They're
either.
definitely A or B.
I'll go B. I'll go
okay,
B because Skittles have this thing where like they're not consistent. Like sometimes you'll get like a really chewy one, as long as you get a really hard one in there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like Russian roulette for your mouth.
Yep.
So I'll go B on that. Smarties.
D.
Yeah, they're not good, right?
They're fine.
They're chalky.
I mean, I like them better than Razzles, but I mean, they're not. They're nah. I mean, I'll eat them, unlike a Bit O' Honey or a Mr. Goodbar, but D's fine.
I'm bumping them up to C. Like we can't.
Okay.
Like I would eat them over anything in D.
Okay. Yep. That's true.
Except for the peanut M&M's travesty.
You're just wrong about it. That's okay.
It's okay. I'm wrong all the time. Snickers bar.
B.
Yeah. Right.
B.
Yeah.
I'd rank it under the Milky Way, and the Milky Way is B. And I think it's a classic, right? Like.
Yeah, it's right on par with the Hershey's bar. I feel like those two could fight, and if they fought 10 times, each of them would win 5 times. I don't know. All right, Snow Caps.
Snow Caps.
They're some sort of chocolate with some kind of confectionery on top.
They're garbage. They're garbage.
Yeah, F.
F.
All right, now this next one.
Okay.
I really like a good Spree.
I also like Sprees.
I'm thinking B or A here.
I could go with A for Sprees. Yeah.
I really like them because you can suck on them a little while. You can get a good flavor out of them, and then when you bite into them, they're really powdery.
Yeah, they're
good.
Like I like them.
They're like what Smarties should be.
Mm-hmm.
B or A.
I'd go with A.
Yeah,
like
A's good. A's good for me. Starburst.
For me, A.
A at least, right? Mm-hmm. Starburst are delicious, even though you have to unwrap them.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Sugar daddies and sugar babies, right? Because sugar daddies I haven't had one of those in probably 30 some years.
Same, maybe even longer. Yeah, they're
not good. They're not good.
They're very hard to eat.
I don't remember them ever being good. Swedish Fish.
I mean, to me, I put Swedish Fish at the same level as like Skittles, right? It's a B for me. I like the Swedish Fish.
See, I really like Swedish Fish.
Okay.
I was gonna go A. A works for me. Sweet Tarts.
I like Sweet Tarts.
I like Sweet Tarts a lot.
I mean, A or B. It's not an S tier.
It's not S. I agree with you.
But A or B.
I feel like if I eat too many of them, my mouth hurts. Like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
they're a little too sweet.
There's a lot of citric acid in those. A lot.
I'm gonna go B. I don't know. B for me. I don't know. What do you think?
B works.
All right. Toblerone. The only candy you might ever buy at an airport.
I can't even say I've even ate a Toblerone. I'm also listed to the point you skipped over a really good candy bar here.
Oh, wait. Oh. I was going to skip over that because I don't think they're good at all. Okay, fine.
I like them. I would put them in this. I'd put them above a Snickers bar. I think they're good.
I can't say that I have had a lot of these.
Okay, we're talking about the Take 5 bar,
The
which
Take
is
Five,
like,
the Take Five bar.
It's got pretzels in them. It's got pretzels.
Yeah, it doesn't have rice, right? The crisp in that is the pretzel.
It's a pretzel. I enjoy them.
So you want to go? What do you think? A?
I mean, if my opinion, I'd put them in the A tier. Yes.
I can't say I've ever eaten more than one of them, so I'm going to defer to you. We'll put them in an A.
Okay.
All right.
The Toblerone, I don't have an opinion on it. I can't say that I've really ate it enough to really.
Yeah, I
get
haven't
the
either. I think
Toblerone
I might have had a
experience.
piece of one time, and I thought, yeah, this is chocolate.
Yeah, it's chocolate.
I don't know. I will leave it out. I don't
Okay.
feel we can make a good decision on it. Okay. Tootsie Pops.
I mean, if you're going to eat a Tootsie Pop, why don't you just buy Blow Pops instead?
When I discovered that these are two different things, I remember exactly where I was. I think they're garbage.
I mean, I wouldn't put them in F, but they're a solid D.
They're a solid D. And you know what? So are Tootsie Rolls. Changed my mind.
You know, I'd much rather have a Tootsie Pop than a Tootsie Roll, personally. I mean,
Are they F? Tootsie Rolls F?
you know what, D. I'll eat a Tootsie Roll. I will eat a Tootsie Roll. Yeah. The F is candy that is just not good.
Yeah. Okay. So this next one is Trolley crawlers, which are gummy worms that are sometimes sour, sometimes not. I'm going to go ahead and rule this as anything Trolley makes.
I mean, it's good stuff.
It's all good stuff, man.
I mean,
all good.
We have the chewy sour stuff very high. We have Sour Patch Kids at A. Sour Patch is S. We have Gummy Bears at A. I mean, it's an A or an S tier candy. I'd be okay with either of those.
I would agree with you. Let's go A on this one. It's not quite S in our opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now here we go. Twix. It's got the crisp, it's got the caramel, it's got the chocolate.
But like, for me, it's a B, because I'd much rather have a Kit Kat bar or a Milky Way. I mean, they're good, but they're not Milky Way good.
I agree with you. By merit of the other chocolate bars we have on this chart, I think I'm with you here. Okay, Twizzlers. Okay, so before we answer here, if Red Vines was in this list maker, where would they be?
For me, a Red Vines are an S tier candy.
I would say a Red Vine is an S or an A for me. Twizzlers are not as good as that. So I think we can agree that they're not S or A, but are they B or C? Because they're definitely not D tier.
I would put them in B. I like Twizzlers. I like Twizzlers.
Twizzlers a B. Warhead sour candies.
Again, I'm a chewy candy guy. I'm not a big hard candy have to suck on something for a period of time title.
Yeah, say that again. I missed it. What was the title?
I said I don't want to suck on something for a long time or something like that. I don't know.
Done. Okay. So I remember, again, I think I was like in maybe 5th or 6th grade when Warhead sort of hit the scenes in our local candy shop. I dislike them for a number of reasons. One, they're individually wrapped. Stop it. Starburst alone reserved that honor. And I guess Cadbury eggs, even though that's like a whole meal. But like Warheads are individually wrapped. They were originally meant to punish, right? So you would give them to the younger kids and watch them recoil in horror, right? They were more of a meme than I think people realized for the time. And they don't taste very good. I don't think they're very good at all. I would go D or F on this.
Let's put them in D.
Whoppers.
All right. I only have one veto left, but I have to hold on to it for something else, I think.
Okay. Well, state your piece here.
I really like Whoppers.
I do too. They're
really
malted.
enjoy them.
They're malted.
They're malted. It's good. It's really good. I like them. To me, they're an A tier candy.
I don't disagree with you.
Okay. All right. Good.
All right. There's a lot of like tropical and like weird flavored Skittles in here. Screw that. All right. York Peppermint Patty.
Great. It's a great candy.
Great candy.
Not S tier. I mean, you could pull my arm and put it in S tier, but it's definitely A tier for me.
No,
okay.
It's an A tier. It does not quite get into the S tier for me.
Okay. Yeah.
It is a fancy treat for a fancy boy or girl.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It really is.
Yep.
They're again individually wrapped chocolate, peppermint inside of there, or whatever the kind of mint it is, but it's creamy, it's good. I really wish Andy's candies were on here because I feel like the only thing better in this kind of class of candy than a York peppermint patty are Andy's candies. But they're not on our list, so we can't rank them.
They're not.
Okay. Dum Dums.
I mean, to me, Dum Dums, it's a sucker form of a Tootsie Roll. They're just they're kind of there. I'm
There's all kinds of weird flavor, all kinds of weird flavors. Like you get them at your grandma's house. Like
I mean, maybe a C with put them with Smarties, but I mean they're fun. C or D.
I think they're a solid C. They're right in the middle. They'll do in a pinch. Okay. I don't know what this last one is on here.
I don't either.
I think they're
like
just like
safety
the old
pops or something. Yeah.
Yeah, they just look like regular safety pops, which we're not even gonna bother. We're not even gonna waste our time with that. What's left on here that we haven't ranked that you want to rank?
I mean, M&M caramel are also. I think those are also good.
M&M caramels.
Have you had those?
No.
I think they're better than regular M&Ms. That's me. Of course, like I also have Milk Duds at B. So like.
Yeah, I don't. I agree with you on pretty much everything else on this list except that one. I think Milk Duds are freaking disgusting.
I had to veto that one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. But you said you were holding your veto for something else.
I was afraid you didn't like York peppermint patties, so I was going to hold it for that.
No, dog. Come on,
okay,
man.
All right. So I was good. Okay.
Okay, so if you've been listening to this, here's what we're gonna do. So I have recorded our entire process of putting this together. My challenge to the besties this week is to, first of all, if you were listening to this and you thought we were just flat out wrong on any of this, first of all,
I think there is one thing we have to rank on here.
All right,
there's one more candy we have to do. I think it's Hershey with almonds. I think we need to talk about that.
Okay,
that candy's not good. It's not a good candy.
No, almonds are not a dessert.
No, almonds ruin is what you add to things to make them worse. You ruin things by putting almonds in them.
Yeah, and you know what?
And that goes for your mouth. You ruin your mouth by putting almonds in them.
I'll go one further. If you were ever in school in a time where you had to sell candy bars,
right?
I feel like there was chocolate, peanut butter, crispy, and almond, and you never sold an almond except to a weirdo.
Yeah. If sometimes you had caramel instead of the peanut butter, and those would sell pretty well, but the almonds would never go. And like you'd be that person like, I'll take an almond. You're like, really? They're all the way in the bottom of the box because nobody wants them.
I need to go. I need to go now because I'm in danger. All right. Well, if we're gonna do that one, we might as well do the Hershey's cookies and cream.
I don't like those.
I don't like them either. It's a D. Is it a D or an F?
I mean, they don't have almonds in them, so D.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, almonds are the bottom of the barrel. Anything else we did not rank on here? I mean, there's Snickers with almonds. We might as well throw that in there.
I mean, I don't feel strongly about any of those.
Yeah, I guess I haven't eaten any of these other ones.
I mean, I've had payday. I mean, I could rank the rest of these. I've eaten these enough. What's the other M&M ones? Except for the grape. I don't know what a grape head is.
Birthday cake? Oh, I don't know. It's got a picture of a cake on it.
Okay. No, I don't think I've had those.
No.
Okay. I'll say. You know, Cadbury caramel eggs. I like caramel and chocolate, but the balance is just wrong on these. Right?
Yeah.
There's too much caramel in there.
I feel like we have enough history with Cadbury cream eggs to know what we should expect from this wrapper, and I feel like it's gonna screw it up.
Yeah, it's like you see one of those, you're like, ooh, it's a Cadbury cream egg. Oh, it's a Cadbury caramel egg. Like D.
Yeah.
D.
The yolk's gone bad. D. All right.
Yeah. A caramel Milky Way. I'd put that like as a C candy. It's fine. Let's see what else. Paydays.
Well,
Paydays aren't good.
No,
D.
They don't have almonds.
The rest.
Okay, well, hold on. Since we're doing this, right? So there's tropical Skittles, and then there's some other flavor of Skittles.
I mean, Skittles are all good. Put Skittles all in D. Disagree? Okay.
If they're not classic Skittles, they don't belong in the same tier. I'm
Okay.
gonna put those in a C.
Okay. The other Snickers thing, I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
I think
Peanut butter Snickers. Peanut butter Snickers.
I don't think I've ever had one.
I can't say I have either.
I mean, I can imagine what it tastes like. I don't have an opinion.
Yeah, we can't rank it then.
Mm-mm.
We didn't rank Toblerone, but I think that's just for lack of evidence.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And again, the rest are like grape heads, which I don't think either of us has had.
Yep.
Airhead bites, which are just airheads but smaller.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Yep. I think we're good. We're good.
I think we're
List
good.
complete.
All right.
List complete.
List complete. So there's the list. Thank you for listening to us go through that. Tell us why we're wrong or tell us why we're right. We will also, once we get this uploaded to our YouTube channel, which we have, and we've only used one time so far, I will take this video and upload it to YouTube, and you can watch us make this tier. So, thanks for watching this. We're gonna stop the video right there and get back to the podcast.
And I think by get back to the podcast, I think it's time to wrap this baby up.
Yeah, that went on for a while.
Woo. Yeah, this has been episode 100 of I'm Sure They're Doing Their Best. And just because one last time.
Yeah, folks, listen, if you're one of the people out there listening to our podcast, first, thank you. I mean, I just like spending time with my friend Paul. I don't really care how many listeners we have, but if you're a listener, like, that's awesome, and we appreciate that you continue to listen to us, and we'll do some cool stuff over the next 100 episodes for as long as we're still alive and kicking until the next global pandemic shuts us down.
I love doing the show with you, Drew. I love everyone who listens. Thank you so much. Just it means so much that there's actually people out there that will actively listen to us ramble for an hour every week. It's mind-boggling sometimes.
Yeah, it really is. It really kind of is.
Yep. Just thanks.
Yep.
And as always, you can find us on the internet at doingtheirbest.com. There's a YouTube channel too. We'll put a link in the show notes for that. We're on Twitter, always on the Twitters, Doing Best Pod. You can reach me there at Paul Baylor. And where can we find you, Drew?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter at Pittfurg, Pittfurg.
Awesome.
Well, here's for another 100 episodes, Paul.
Absolutely.